Okay, after studying the global water and Indian water, now we are going to see what are the various forms of precipitation. Okay, so don't get confused among the forms of precipitation and types of precipitation. Okay, so these are two different things. So in this video, we are going to see forms of precipitation. Okay, so starting with the first one, that is rain. Okay, or we call it as rainfall. So based on the size of water drops, so if we just see it technically, so size of water drops in this, it is greater than it is greater than 0.5 mm. It is greater than 0.5 mm intensity intensity of rainfall I, small I. It is greater than 1 mm per hour. So these are the technical specification for rain or rainfall. Now based on the intensity, this rain is divided into light rain, moderate rain and heavy rain. So this table is important. Based on intensity of rainfall, that is I value, the rains are divided into three categories. The first is light rain, then moderate rain and heavy rain. So the light rain, it is having the intensity between 1 mm per hour to 1 mm per hour to 2.5 mm per hour. Then the moderate rain is having 2.5 mm per hour to 7.5 mm per hour. And the heavy rain is having the intensity greater than 7.5 mm per hour. So these are the specifications for the rainfall. Okay, so the size of water drops should be greater than 0.5 mm and intensity of rainfall should be greater than 1 mm per hour. Now if it is between 1 mm to 2.5 mm per hour, then it is called as light rain. If it is between 2.5 mm to 7.5 mm, it is called as moderate rain. If it is greater than 7.5 mm per hour, then it is called as heavy rain. So this is all about the rainfall. Now the second one is relatively easy, so we'll write it here only. It is called as drizzle. So drizzle is also a type of rainfall only. The only difference is that the size of water drops is less as compared to the raindrops and the intensity is less than 1 mm per hour. So in this case, the size of water drops, the size of water drops is less than 0.5 mm, is less than 0.5 mm, and the intensity of rainfall or the intensity of drizzle, it is less than 1 mm per hour. It is less than 1 mm per hour. So these things you should note because this can be asked. Okay, so these are the technical specifications of this precipitation. Now this, after drizzle, the next important one, it is called as snow or snowfall. So in case of snowfalls, the size of snow, it should be less than 1 mm. Okay, and what happens is that there is a there is a fall of snows here. Okay, there are ice pellets which will fall, so this will be coming under the category of snow. The next one is called as sleet. So these sleets are nothing but small pellets of ice. Small pellets of ice. The specifications, if we see, then the diameter of pellet is 1 mm to 5 mm. So this is about the slit, and the last one is hail. So this snow, sleet and hail, these all are the forms of snow only. Okay, but based on the size, these three are classified. If the size is less than 1 mm, then it is called as snow. If the ice size is between 1 mm to 5 mm, then it is called as sleet. If it is greater than 5 mm, this is large pellets of ice, and diameter of pellet is greater than 5 mm. Okay, so you can write it up to 50 mm. So this is about the hail. So these are all the forms of precipitation. This technical specification you should know. This is only important in this case. Rest all things are covered in this only. So once again we'll revise. The forms of precipitation means in which forms the precipitation or the water is coming down to the earth surface. So in Indian context, we know that in majority of the area, the precipitation is occurring in the form of water drops or water droplets. So either we are getting the rain or drizzle. So sometimes we are getting rain, sometimes we are getting the drizzle. So how to make the difference between rainfall and drizzle? So you should identify the size of drops. If the size of water drops is greater than 0.5 mm and the intensity is greater than 1 mm per hour, then it is called as rainfall. If the intensity is less, that is less than 1 mm per hour, and the size of water drops is also small, that is less than 0.5 mm, then it will be called as drizzle. Similarly, this snow, sleet and hail, these are the forms of snowfall only, but based on the size, if the size is less than 1 mm, then it is snow. If it is between 1 mm to 5 mm, then it is called as sleet, and if it is greater than 5 mm, it is called as hail.